Hey Floss Tube, this is Veronica and I have a Floss Tube update today. So it is Thursday, July 25th, 2025, and I have an update. I have a lot of stuff, like separate category things to go through, so let's get started. First, let's see what I worked on. This is a Great British Baking Show project. This is Portrait of Veronica, and I work on this when something happens to James in the show. This is by Mirabilia. I'm using 32 count Lugana. It is Monster Mash by Picture This Plus. And this is week 4 of the British Baking Show that I worked on. I did manage to get everybody's project worked on, so that is exciting. So this is looking like this now. I kept going with the outline. I made it to her arm over here. The bow of her dress and her arm kind of match up, so I started doing her arm and then I'll go this way the next time I work on it. So this is 254 high by 203 wide. The last time I showed you it had 3,063 stitches in it. I went over by 5 stitches because I only assigned this 120 stitches, but I put in 125 stitches and now it has 3,188 stitches in it. This next one is Whip Go. This is In the Moment by Daphne Brissonette. It's a Dimensions kit. But what I'm doing is not the kit stuff, so it's not going to look like this if you get this kit. I'm using Daydream fabric by Fiberlicious. It's 28 count Lugana. I am trying to keep the colors somewhat similar to the pattern by converting Dimensions floss to DMC floss. So there is that. I worked on the top again. I just kept filling in and going this way. This is 224 high by 112 wide. The last time I showed you it had 3,355 stitches in it. I put in 681 stitches, so I have 319 stitches left to get to the 1,000 Whip Go goal. So now it has 4,036 stitches in it. And I am 68% done with the Whip Go goal. This next one is Milestone Manor. I worked on Paris. This is by Riolis. It's a kit. I'm using the kit floss and the kit fabric for this is 14 count Aida. I don't know if I always say that, but I'm saying it today. So I worked down this side. I was kind of about maybe here and I worked down. So I filled in a lot of that and then I came over to the part of the tower here and I just kept working across. So this is 221 high by 165 wide. It has 36,465 stitches in it total. I put in 836 stitches. The last time you saw it, it had 6,478 stitches in it. Now it has 7,314 stitches in it. I got to 20.06% completed and it has 29,151 stitches left. So That means I hit my 20% milestone manner goal, which was the next milestone was 20%. I needed 7,293 stitches to get that. I put in 7,314 stitches, so the milestone has been completed. So the whip is gonna take one more hit point. However, I am still gonna work on this next week because the dice roll is 2,250. And for the dice roll, I have 1,414 stitches left. So this is still in play because the whip has 4 more hit points before it gets defeated. So it's still hanging in there. But we are going to cross off some milestone stuff today because of the milestone. So that's exciting. I have a new project in this bag. This used to be the bag for courage, but since I finished that, I have now put in May the Floss, which is a pattern by Mo's sale. I'm using Midnight Splendor by Fiberlicious. It's 36 count Edinburgh. And this is a new start. This was for baking show. This is Tom's project. It goes this way, it'll fit on half of this. So I started in the middle and working up. So this is the O in Floss. So this is 174 high by 192 wide. I put in 109 stitches even though I only assigned it 60. I just wanted to finish the outside of the O and then finish off this strand. So that was 109 stitches. This is Visit London. This is a kit by Maveshka. I'm using Rose Taupe by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. This project is for baking show. I work on this when Steven has something happen to him in the show. This fits on half, so I'm using this side. I worked up here again. I just kept filling in. So this is 100 high by 140 wide. It has 14,000 stitches in it total. The last time I showed you it had 4,378 stitches in it. This got assigned 80 stitches, so I put 80 more stitches into it. It's at 4,458 stitches right now, and it's at 31.84% done. It has 9,542 stitches left. This one is Baking Show. This is Kate's project. And Chicago by Povetrulia. She has a store on Amazon. I'm using Willow Ash by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And it just kept working this way towards the right hand side of the pattern. So this is 104 high by 89 wide. The last time I showed you it had 2,774 stitches in it. I assigned it 140 stitches and I put in 140 stitches, so now it has 2,914 stitches in it. This one is Baking Show. It fell on the floor. This is Julia's new project. I'm using Persephone by Fiberlicious. It's 28 count Opal Lugana. The pattern is by Peacock and Fig. I worked on the pumpkin on the top. I filled in the black of his hat and I filled in his mouth. This is 90 high by 70 wide. I put in 180 stitches, so now it has 907 stitches in it. This one is Baking Show. This is Grey's Anatomy. This is the pattern I designed. I'm using Plum Mystique by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. I filled in more of the ambulance. This is 281 high by 294 wide. It has 25,834 stitches in it total. I put in 199 stitches. So now it has 379 stitches in it. It's at 1.47% done, and it has 25,455 stitches left. This one is Baking Show. It's Shut the Fuck Up Cakes. It's a combination of a frosted pumpkin free cupcake and some words that I designed. This is done on a Very Perry Winter by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. I finished all the cupcakes, and I finished Shut the, and then I have started the U. I think I finished the U and the Fuck Up Cakes. So this is 100 high by 110 wide. It has 1,159 stitches in it total. I put in 601 stitches. So now it has 874 stitches in it. It's at 75.41% done, and it has 285 stitches left. So I watched Baking Show today because I finished all my projects, and this project got pulled again, so it's possible I will have another finish. This one is Monopoly. It's out of the Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. It is the Blackwork hot air balloons. Batman passed go, so this got assigned 50 stitches. But I decided that I wanted to finish off the pink in the balloon. So I put in 99 stitches. So this is 78 high by 31 wide. I put in 99 stitches, so now this has 1,112 stitches in it. No, 1,122 stitches. This one is Monopoly. It's out of this Just the World of Cross Stitching magazine. Is this Dress and Purse. I'm using Midnight Splendor by Fiberlicious. It's 28 count Opal Lugana. And I'm happy to say I finished all the stitching on this. So now I just have backstitch left. So I started and backstitched the ottoman thing. So this is 40 high by 40 wide. I put in 60 stitches, and it has 743 stitches in it. Obi-Wan landed on free parking. This one is Monopoly as well. It's out of the Just Cross Stitch Christmas magazine. Oh, it's this polar bear. And Obi-Wan collected rent from Batman, so I assigned this 50 stitches. So I'm using Burning Woods Crackling Fire by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. That's what I have. I finished off some of the strands from his scarf that I'm making into the Chicago Bears colors, because that's my football team. So this is 60 high by 48 wide. Put in 81 stitches, so now it has 681 stitches in it. No, it has 881 stitches in it. I calculated the wrong thing when I had it in my sheet. This one was Whip of the Week. This was Darth Vader by Cross Stitch Bay on Etsy. I'm using Skyfall by Fiberlicious as 32 count Lugana. I spun Siski's wheel and it said do 100 stitches, so I did 100 stitches. I just picked one of the threads and I worked it all in because it was parked. So this is 120 high by 90 wide. Last time I showed you it had 322 stitches in it. I put in 101 stitches, so now it has 423 stitches in it. Alright, this last one is the Circus Stitch Along from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And I finished Clue 1 on June 20th. This is November Rain by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. That's Clue 1 all done. He's so cute. I put in beads for his eyes that are amber colored because I looked up what color do lions have? What color eyes do lions have? I did that for my Arctic animals. I changed the eye color to the eye color of the real animal. So this time I went one step further and used beads. So this is 182 high by 125 wide. The last time I showed you, it had 1,086 stitches in it. I put in 548 stitches. So now it has 1,634 stitches in it. Okay, that's everything that I worked on. It's the end of the month, so I watched Jesse's Whitgo calls. So we're gonna look at that. So number 17 and number 9 got pulled. So on the board here, 17 is sky, which is skyline temperature. And 9 is sea to shining sea. I finished K is for night. And I'm currently gonna finish in the moment stitching by the end of the month. I have 5 days, so I'll do that. And then we'll cross that off next week. Let's look at some milestone stuff. I did not finish the stitching, but I reached a milestone, so I'm just gonna do the hit points so I don't miss like marking hit points off. So this is my stitch percentage chart for milestone. Paris is here. I needed 20%. I finished that. So my next stitch goal is 30%. Alright, that's milestone and Whipco done. I don't have Monopoly this week. I didn't finish all the Monopoly stitching, so I was just gonna pause on doing a new round until I finish those stitches. I did finish Baking Show, so look at my new board. It's Ted Lasso. If you watch the show on Apple TV, it's about a soccer team. I didn't actually watch the show. My friends keep telling me I should. And then my other hobby is planning, and so my Happy Planner company that I order from had what they call a happy box, and it was Ted Lasso themed. And so I thought maybe if I get the box, it'll kind of motivate me to like actually start watching the show. So, and then one of the things in the box was a whiteboard. And it's not like, it's magnetic. So it's actually just a giant magnet that's a whiteboard, but I thought, yeah, I want that. So some other stuff came with it too, which was really cool, and I liked everything in it, but I thought, hey, cool, now I have another board. Hi, Jen, the Caffeinated Crafter. Boards, and more boards. So this is, I put the baking show stuff on here. So apparently the episode I watched today, everybody had something happen to them. So I have to work on everybody's project. So I think I showed you most of them. I showed you James, Julia, Sophie I didn't, so I'll get her project and show you that now. Sophie's project is House Targaryen. I'm using Amazing Grace by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And I have this. And I assigned this 180 stitches this week. Okay, so Stephen has visit London, Kate is Chicago, Yan is Gryffindor Crest. This is by Little Mojo. And it's free on Lord Lividen's website. I'm using Storm Chaser by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And this is gonna get assigned 320 stitches. Liam has Shut the Fuck Up Cakes and Stacy has Grey's Anatomy, so you've seen all of that. So that's Great British Baking Show this week. Okay, I'm gonna shake for whip of the week. Taste of Europe. This was the whip of the week, Taste of Europe, which I put the clip in so you saw it. So this is a pattern designed by DMC. I charted it into one. So this is Glowing Dreams by Fiberlicious. It is 32 count Lugana. And that's what I have so far. Alright, this is the new Whipco project. This is Skyline Temperature. This is by Zara Design Studio on Etsy. I'm using Molten Magic by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. I have this. Ooh. And I'm working on April. So that'll get 1,000 stitches. This one is Whipco. This is Sea to Shining Sea. And this is by Pickle Barrel Designs. I'm using April Showers Bring May Flowers by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. I have this. This will get 1,000 stitches. Okay, so next month is July, and as you know, Independence Day is July 4th. I decided to do a fun thing with all of my American themed projects. Because it's America's 250th birthday, I was going to put 250 stitches into all of my America themed projects. So I will show you those now. This one is Form Stand. This is by Design Works. It's a kit, but as usual, I'm not using the kit fabric. But I am using the kit floss. I'm using Secret Garden by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And I have that so far. This next one is US Travel Shelf. This is by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I am using Apple Green 25 count Lugana. That's what I have so far. This is Rosie the Riveter. This is also in Milestone Manor, but I'm not going to count any of the stitches toward Milestone Manor just so I don't get confused. Rosie the Riveter is by Mystic Stitch. I'm using Sea Flame by Fiberlicious. It's 36 count Edinburgh. That is what I have right now. This one is Oldies But Goodies by Mary Thompson. This is a Heaven and Earth Designs pattern. I'm using Navy fabric by Zweigart, it's 25 count Lugana. That's what I have. This is Patrick Bateman. I put him in there because he's from American Psycho. This is 25 count water sapphire Lugana. And it fits on a half, so that's what I have. Next I have Pocahontas. This is done on Where May Begins by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. Next I have America, America by Stony Creek. I'm using Dragon Tears by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. My 2 Whip Go pieces are going to be counted towards that, but because their assigned stitches are 1,000, I'm just going to count the 250 in with the 1,000 when I do them. And last, I have Captain America Holding the Flag by Vicky Sialp on Etsy. I'm using Thundercloud by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And that concludes my floss tube video for this week. So thanks everybody for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!